Hello dear student, in Unit 1, Lesson 3, today I'm going to talk about making suggestion. Let's begin. We are going to make a suggestion for someone, for example, for our friend, for our sisters, or our family. How we are going to make suggestion? Let's see. Suggestion. For making suggestion, we use this phrase. It's a very, very easy subject. For making suggestion, we use this phrase. We have only one phrase for making suggestion. For example, why don't you or we? We use this phrase. Why don't you or either? We cannot use both you or we. We have to say you or we. If you make suggestion for your opponent, for example, for your friend, for your whatever it is, we use why don't you. If you make suggestion for example, you and your friend, you and your brother, or for you and your family, including you, we have to use why don't we, not why don't you. For example, I am tired. Someone say I am tired, and we have you and bet. You and bet. So you have to say, if I say I am tired, you have to say why don't you go to bed? Why don't you go to bed? So you will not change anything, except you have to write a verb. You have to write a verb which is right with the sentence. Which is right with the sentence. Which is go. We cannot say why don't you have a bed? Okay, it is incorrect. So you have to say a verb or write a verb which is 100% right with the sentence. Another example, I am hungry. I am hungry. You say, why don't you eat something? Why don't you eat something? If someone say, I am hungry, you will make a suggestion for her or for his to say, why don't you eat something? It is a lovely day. Someone or your friend or your family say, it is a lovely day. And you will make a suggestion to say, why don't we have a picnic? Or why don't we go a picnic? Both sentences are correct. Example in examination or in nationalistic exam, it became like that. Don't we meet again later? So which one is correct? It is what, when, where, or why. So you have to know that don't we meet again later, it is a suggestion sentence. So you have to choose why. Again, don't you go to the doctor? Don't you go to the doctor? You have to know that don't you go to the doctor, and we have question mark here. So it is a suggestion sentence. So you have to choose why. Another example, don't you come on a sightseeing tour of Edinburgh? Don't you come on a sightseeing tour of Edinburgh? So which one is correct? Why? So in nationalistic exams or final exams in 9th classes, this subject it became like that. So thank